A and B can complete a work in 40 days. So A plus B is given in the question as 40 days. Okay, no issues. Absolutely clear with the first statement. They started working together and after 31 days, B left the work. Okay, let us write the diagram. So initially A and B were very happily going together and they were working. After how many days? After 31 days. After 31 days, B left the work. That means B is no more interested in working after that. Only A is working. Okay. And the whole work was completed in 46 days. Totally entire work was completed in how many days? It is taking 46 days to complete the entire work. Find the time in which A alone can complete 50% of work. So they are not asking you how much will A take to do the entire work. They are asking you how much will A take to do half of the work, right? Only half of the work they are asking you. Now see here. Can I say that there are so many numbers which are there as days in this question? One is 40 days, one is 31 days, one is 46 days. Multiple days are there. So I can take the LCM of 40, 31 and 46 in fact, which I can get it. But what I will do is, I will assume the work as 40 units. Sir, why 40 units? Because A plus B totally as per the question is given as 40 days. I will assume it as 40 units so that A plus B will become 40 divided by 40 days. It is 1 unit per day. So that means the capacity of both A and B working together is, it is 1 unit per day. Both A and B, if they are working together, they will distribute 1 chocolate per day together. Please remember, it is together. And it is clearly given that first 31 days they have worked together. So that means first 31 days if they have worked together, in 1 day they will distribute 1 chocolate. In 31 days they will distribute how much? 31 chocolates. So 31 chocolates are completed. Out of 40, 31 is completed. Remaining is 9 chocolates. And this 9 chocolates is to be distributed by which person? Only A has to distribute these 9 chocolates right now, because B is no more interested in working. And can I say that A and B are working together for 31 days as per the question together, and the total work was completed in 46 days. That means the last 15 days, only A has worked alone. Only A has worked alone in the last 15 days, and in these last 15 days, A has distributed remaining 9 chocolates. That means A's capacity is 9 chocolates are distributed in how many days? 15 days. So A's capacity is 9 chocolates divided by 15 days. 9 by 15 is nothing but 3 by 5 units per day. So we came to know the capacity of A right now. A's capacity is clearly known to us. But what is the question? Question says, find the time in which A alone can complete 50% of work. 100% of work means completing of 40 chocolates. 50% of work means completing only half of 40. So to complete 20 chocolates, how many days A will take is the question. So A's capacity is 3 by 5 units per day. In 1 day, he will distribute 3 by 5, right? In 1 day, he will distribute 3 by 5 chocolates. But the question says he should distribute half of total work 40, half of 40 is 20 chocolates. 3 by 5 should become 20. Now, easiest way of finding the multiplying factor. 3 by 5 should become 20, right? First make 3 by 5 as 5 by 3. Multiply by 5 by 3. Because 3 by 5 into 5 by 3 is how much? 1. Now 1 should become 20. Multiply by 20. So that means the entire multiplying factor on the right hand side is 100 by 3. Left hand side also multiplied by 100 by 3. So 100 by 3 into 1 is answer for this question is 100 by 3 days. 100 by 3 in the answer option is represented as 33 1 by 3 days. I hope the method is very, very clear for every student listening to the class. But Having said that, I am not saying that this is not the best method. It is a good method in fact, but I will also teach you one more method right now itself. It is completely up to you people to decide which method you want to use it. I am least bothered which method you use it. I am only bothered if you got the method whatever I am teaching or not, because it is completely up to the individual. I always say this to my students. As a teacher, it is my responsibility to show you multiple directions. As a student, it is your responsibility to pick up the method or the direction whichever you are comfortable with. The method which is good for me might not be good for other people. The method which is good for the second person might not be good for the seventh person. It is all about you people deciding which is the best route for you to travel. I'm into it. So you decide which is the best method. I will teach you multiple methods. Now see method 2, right? I hope method 1 is clear. Method 2. Let me write the diagram once again. So that it will be clear for you people. It says, first few days A and B are working together, and they have very clearly given that it is not few days, in fact it is 31 days, and the total work got completed in 46 days, right? Total work got completed in 46 days. Who left the work after 31 days? It is clearly given that B left the work. That means in this 15 days, only A is working, B is no more working. This is the diagram, no doubt with the diagram. Now see here, can I say that it is also given in the question that, see here, please understand the question carefully. A and B together can complete a work in 40 days. That means actually, truly speaking, if both A and B had continued working, they would have completed the work in 40 days itself. So let me use a different color so that it will be easier for me to explain. That means if both A and B are working for the whole work to be completed, they would have actually completed the work in 40 days itself. But unfortunately, A only continued to work, B left the work after 31 days. That means what I can understand from this is 31 days they both worked together, absolutely fine. Remaining it is there. From here to here, actually it is the remaining. So, can I say that if both A and B itself has worked, if both A and B themselves have worked together, they would have completed the remaining work in how many days? In another 9 days only they would have completed the work. That means if A and B had continued working together, it was just needed 9 days for them to complete the work, right? So this is the remaining work. This is the days this is nothing but remaining work to be completed. But unfortunately, my friend B left the work. Assume that I am A. Anyway, my name is Ajay, who is representing A here. Unfortunately, my friend B left the work. So because my friend B left the work, what actually happened here is the work which was supposed to get completed in 40 days, now it got stretched for 46 days. That means I alone worked for 15 days, last 15 days, just because my friend left the work. So it is 15A. I hope this is also clear for you. This also represents remaining work itself. If you are not clear, I am explaining one last time for you people. Please pay complete attention. Can I say that actually, if I and my friend B would have worked together for the whole work to be completed, we would have completed in 40 days itself. No problem with that. But my friend suddenly decided that he need to leave the work after 31 days. That means if he had continued working for me instead of 31 days, another 9 more days, if he had somehow been there with me, another 9 more days, because we would have completed the work in 40 days itself if working together. If another 9 more days, if we both have worked together, the work would have been completed. So remaining work was done by both A and B in 9 more days itself. But because he was so unhappy, my friend left. Some reasons he left the work. I don't know. Some reasons he left the work in between. So because of he leaving, there is an extra pressure on me right now. Some or the other way, hook or crook, I need to complete the work. So I took the initiative. And after 31 days, I worked for 15 more days. Total of 46 days happened. But still that is okay, work got completed. That means the remaining work got over in 15 days and it was worked only by A. So it is 15A. I hope the equation is super clear for every student who is listening to the class. Now, can I say this as it is 9A plus 9B is equal to 15A. So this will be 9A will go to the right hand side. It is 9B is equal to 6A. So 9 by 6 is equal to A by B. So A by B is nothing but 3 by 2. A by B is nothing but what? A is to B. A is to B is nothing but 3 is to 2. The meaning of A is to B is 3 is to 2. This is efficiency ratio. A will distribute 3 chocolates per day. B will distribute 2 chocolates per day according to the ratio. According to ratio, A will distribute 3 chocolates per day and B will distribute 2 chocolates per day. Together, A and B will distribute how much? 3 plus 2, it is 5 chocolates per day. But if both A and B are working together, in one day they will distribute 5 chocolates. But it is clearly given that they both would have completed the entire work in how many days? 40 days. So, total work. In this question, I can assume the total work as in one day 5 chocolates. They would have worked totally for 40 days. Total work according to my assumption is 200 chocolates of work need to be completed. And what is the question? A alone to distribute 50% of work, how many days? Total 100% work is 200 units. 50% work is 100 units. To complete 100 units, how many days A will take? A's capacity is 3 units per day. In one day, he will distribute 3. To distribute 100, it is 100 by 3 days. So, answer for this question is 100 by 3 days, which is absolutely the same thing what I got it in method 1 also. Where is this? Here, right? 100 by 3 days. It's completely your wish. Second method is little logical way of thinking. So that is the reason I have used the second method also. As I clearly said sometime before, it's completely your wish which method to use and which method to be implemented. But quickly comment in the live chat if it is clear for you method 1 and method 2, because I have another method to solve, right? I have another method to solve. And method 3 is not that different actually. Method 3 is almost similar to method 2, but instead of creating this equation and then coming to 9b is equal to 6a equation, how to directly get 9b is equal to 6a equation, that is what I will teach in method 3. That means in method 3, I will not use this equation. I will not even bother about that. I will not even bother about simplifying. 2 steps eliminated. Third step, I want to get it directly. From here, it is exactly the same. Everything remains the same from 9b is equal to 6a. Don't expect something else different after that. How to get step number 3 in step number 1 itself, that is my method 3. But before that, kindly comment in the live chat. Kindly comment in the live chat. Quickly, I want you people to comment in the live chat. 4 people have commented as of now. Another few people also, please comment. Quickly, I will move on to method 3, which is also a beautiful method. Let me see the comments. Beautiful. You say, many people say the clear, sir. Kindly comment in the live chat. Beautiful. Now see here. Method 3. Method 3. Method 3. Quickly, I will write the diagram once again. Both A and B were happily working. Actually, if they both have worked together, the work would have completed in 40 days itself, right? They would have completed in 40 days itself. But A and B are working, but unfortunately, they both worked only for 31 days and B left the work in between and A continued to work. Because A continued to work, the work did not complete in 40 days right now. He is the lone warrior right now. The work got stretched for another 6 more days extra. So question says it is 46 days, right? I hope you are understanding. So A is working for 6 more days extra, right? So can I say that? Can I say like this? Think little logically, you will get 9a is equal to 6b so fast, or 9b is equal to 6a, whatever it is. Can I say that? In this duration of 9 days, In this duration of 9 days, A will work his work. A will continue to do his work, no doubt about it. A is a very, very beautiful person. He will never ever compromise with his work. Whatever work is assigned for A, he will make sure that he will complete it. B also was supposed to work on these 9 days. Unfortunately, he left. Right? Unfortunately, he left. So, I will think in a different way. What I will think is, in these 9 days, let me not worry about B's work. Let me not worry about B's work. I know that B is not supporting me in these 9 days. I know it. These 9 days, let me not worry about B's work. Whatever the work that was supposed to do by B on these 9 days, which I call it as B into 9. Whatever the work which B was supposed to do on these 9 days, which I call it as 9B, the same work, A, I will do it on these 6 days, which I call it as 6 into A. It is the same work. One-liner equation. This is the reason you should listen to A and C. And from here, I will not solve it once again. It's the same thing which I believe that my students should solve it. Extreme beautiful logic, sir. Extremely beautiful logic. I am repeating one last time if it is not clear for you. I am A, for example, because it's easy for me to correlate because my name is anyway Ajay. I am A. I will definitely do my duty. So, in these 9 days, B is not actually helping me. B left the work. I am only working. So, instead of having that headache in those 9 days also, oh my God, I should complete B's work also, let me be peaceful. Forget about B's work. Let that B's work go to hell for those 9 days. I am least bothered. I will do those work on the last 6 days. That means whatever B was supposed to do on these 9 days, it is the same work A is doing on the last 6 days. 9B is equal to 6A. Kindly comment in the live chat. I think I am saying it repeatedly. If you cannot solve the aptitude problem in the way it has to be solved, you will not get the mark in the way it has to be got. I am making very, very clear sense. I think so. I am repeating my statement. If you do not work hard for what you do not have in your life, you will never ever get what you think you want to have in your life. The same thing I converted into marks. I hope I am very, very clear with my statement. And I told you in my yesterday's class, I am a very, very selfish teacher by nature. I want my students to be better than all the other institute students. You should very proudly go to the other institute students and say, hey, what is that method you are learning here? I will teach you another method. And you should teach them this method. You should teach them this method. And if you cannot teach them this method, I have not done justice to my profession. It is not that I am only teaching you, I am actually asking you people to teach the other person who are in need. I hope I am making sense. Kindly comment in the live chat. Let me see the comments right now. Ashutosh says, superb. Thank you so much. Om Prakash Sharma says, very clear. I hope method 1, method 2, method 3. All the 3 methods are very, very clear for all the students who are listening to the class. I think the live chat comments have stopped, so we'll quickly move on to the next problem. Now see here, I want you people to be so smart in answering this question, either by method 2 or method 3. I think method 1 you can ignore it. Same question, exact similar to my previous question. A, B and C together can do a piece of work in 40 days. So it is given that, let me write the diagram. if all the 3 people are working together, it will actually take only 40 days to complete the task. So it is when all the 3 people are working. After working with B and C for 16 days, A leaves. So, but unfortunately, this time A, that is myself, leaving the work. Okay, anyway, no problem. So, A, B and C, all these 3 people worked together for 16 days and then A left the work. Right now, A left the work in this portion. And then B and C complete the remaining work. Remaining work is actually this much. But because A is not supporting them right now, 16 days are completed, B and C complete the remaining work in 40 more days. That means, can I say that 16 days are completed? Actually, if A had worked for another 24 days, the work would have been completed. But because I was so lazy, A was so lazy, he left the work. B and C only were working right now to complete the remaining work. It took them 40 more days. 16 days are already completed. From 16 days, it is taking them another 40 days. So, from here to here also it is 40. So, totally it is 16 plus 40. So it is 56 days. So last thing is it is 16 days. I hope you are understanding it, right? I hope you are very, very clear. That means if I use method 2, which I taught in previous problem, can I say that if A had supported B and C for another 24 days, that means another 24 days, if all 3 people have worked together, the remaining work could have been completed. That is exactly same as the both only B and C working together for next 40 days, right? Only B and C working together for next 40 days. So if I simplify this, so it is 8 into 3, 8 into 5. So from here, A plus B plus C divided by B plus C it is equal to 5 divided by 3. That means, can I say that A plus B plus C is nothing but 5 units per day according to the ratio or the fraction. B plus 3C is nothing but 3 units per day. So A plus 3 is equal to 5. A will be equal to 2 units per day. A will be equal to 2 units per day. What is the question? A alone could do the entire work in how many days? In one day he can distribute 2 chocolates. In one day he can distribute 2 chocolates. But what is the total work? We did not calculate the total work as of now. Let us calculate it right now. So can I say that all the 3 people together in one day they will distribute 5 chocolates. And we know that all the 3 people together could have completed the entire work in 40 days. In one day it is 5. In 40 days, total work is 5 into 40. 200 chocolates are there in the box. And A's capacity is, in one day he could have distributed only 2 chocolates. To complete 200 chocolates, he will take 100 days. Answer for this question is 100 days, which can be solved so beautifully by using method 2, what I taught in previous question. But you might ask me, sir, no sir, I don't want a bigger equation and then I don't want to condense it to smaller equation. You said that A is equal to 2 units per day, right sir? Can I directly get the value of A as 2 units per day? Yes, that is exactly what I thought as method 3 in my previous question. Let me solve method 3 also in this question. Quickly, let me write the diagram. If all the 3 people would have worked, they would have completed the work in 40 days as per the question, right? But they worked, all the 3 worked for only 16 days and A left the work. Because A left the work, B and C continued to do the remaining work, but unfortunately it took 40 more days. That means totally they took 56 days. That means last 16 days only B and C worked. So can I say that if A had worked with B and C, it would have taken them another 24 days. It would have taken them another 24 days for the work to get completed. So at this present moment, what B and C thought is, let us not at all worry about how much A needs to complete as of now. Let us do our work sincerely. So A should have worked for 24 days here and be a part of that remaining work. So 24A. whatever the work which was supposed to be done by A in these 24 days was actually done by B and C together in the last 16 days. Beautiful way of understanding. Again, it is 8 into 3 and 8 into 2. A divided by B plus C is equal to how much? It is nothing but 2 divided by 3. That means directly you got the value of A as 2 units per day. Directly you got the value of B as 3 units per day. Here you calculated A value as 2 units per day. B plus C you got it as 3 here also directly. But A in method 3 you are getting directly. And from here you calculate the total work as 200. So 1 day it is 2 units, 200 it is 100 days. Same logic from there onwards. But I think that the answer is absolutely clear for all the students listening to the class. Method 2 and method 3, if you are clear, please give a thumbs up.